Welcome to the Studio-littleBold podcast, where vision meets execution, creativity finds clarity, and mentorship unlocks potential. I'm your host, Abigael Osidiana, and this is the space for designers, dreamers, and change makers looking to build bold ideas and shape the future of interior design. Hi guys, welcome to this episode, and on this particular one, we have a special guest. He was a senior at my first internship. He says no, but he will explain better. Sindio?
I will.
Dan karibu sana. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what you're doing, what you're up to. Take it away.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Ochoko. Senior interior designer.
Eish.
Now I'd say managing director. Many things, but anyway, I'm an interior designer at the end of the day. Been about 15 or something years doing this.
Moja kwanza di hapo pia ni Dan Mash.
15 years. It's been quite a long time. What? Yeah. Every time I think about it, it started very humbly. Yeah, but now, where it is, I think it's good. I've learned so much, met so many good people. You included. Yeah. Taught so many people.
Imagine.
Actually, one of the best things, One of the best things I see. I think, like
you
I was
did well.
saying, I've done well. Actually, I'm very proud of myself when I think about it. Yeah. Many people. Many people. Many people. And actually, many people still call on me.
Yeah.
And they need stuff. Both locally, the ones who are still here, and some who have gone out. DM maybe something, show me, how do you? So it's quite nice.
And you can imagine, this is how many years ago. Like, I have a decade in experience, 10. He has 15, right? And still, I'm able to call Dan and say, Aki, Dan, unaweza kuja podcast yangu. You know, it speaks to also, the goodness, the favor. Yeah. So grateful.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice to see, actually, when you meet people that you've worked with before, when they were, same way you say, when they were babies.
Kabisa, babies, kabisa. Wah!
Yeah, when they were babies, and then now you see all this growth. People have morphed into their own personalities. You can actually have a discussion about different things. They've become their own identified design. Yani, people are very different.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I have people like Kina James, Kina Grace. When you look at their design thinking, how we interact, it's very different.
Yeah.
But at least the best thing about all this is the respect now we've had.
Exactly.
As much as they were babies, and when you are starting out now, it's quite nice to see. Even I actually call them sometimes for some things because they've done them.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, boss, how did you do this? Yeah.
Wow.
It's quite nice.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Unasikia vizuri kwa roho.
Sana. You have no idea. And everywhere, actually, all these jobs I've done, I have left people who are like, hey, Dan. They still call me. It's very nice. That's the best thing. I think I should be a teacher.
You should be.
I should open or something just to, because I think it's one of those things that I've been doing, and I did it out of just sharing.
Yeah.
But of course, after 15 years, that's when you see the impact.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you can see
I never
Imagine.
assumed I'd be, first of all, working with people I was teaching out of a campus. I know I was not the best teacher, but I think one of the things that most of them have picked, maybe for you, I think we didn't do so much.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, people like, I think I can mention them, yeah?
Yeah.
James and good friend Grace. We created some very fine bonds and relationships based on design, and of course now other things, which is quite nice. We've worked together after that. So our industry, it's not as big. So
actually, you always kind of meet one way or
yeah,
another.
you can't think you're in a cocoon by yourself doing your own thing. You have to meet people. Either you interacted with them through work or teaching them. You know. Yeah, but it's been quite a journey. But it's nice. It's nice when I see people growing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's so important because James, as he mentioned, was in one of the previous episodes. You're going to watch that, and James introduced me or told me where he did his internship. So when I was looking for internship, I went there and then I found Dan. So Dan will tell us a little bit more, but hold off onto that. FYI, we can't mention specific names of places, but we'll give the experience.
Okay.
Sawa, we'll just give the general experience, yeah? So Dan is an interior designer in the field, but I want him to specify for us what niche of interior design do you focus on?
So that one is a nice question, because you see what has happened is because of the move from being employed to now doing my own thing. I sort of now I'm balancing between what I used to do and what I can actually do, which I never used to like doing, but I have to do it now because the business has to.
What is this that you didn't like to do?
I never liked to do residential interiors.
Yeah.
But as it is now, I'm sort of coming to like them.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing quite a number of them. I've done most of the years I've practiced. I've done corporate interiors. That's from banks, retail. So yeah, those are mostly what I've been doing.
Yeah, so you were doing corporate, commercial, and then now you're doing both, or have you scraped off commercial?
No, I am doing both.
Okay, so
now I'm doing anything that needs a designer
to be done.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
If I was to choose, I would of course go with the corporate, but I mean it's a competitive market. You have to really balance what you need to do to get things done, to pay bills and stuff. Yeah.
So let me just take you back a little bit. Which university, if any? Yeah, I know you, but now for the guests, which university did you attend?
I was in Nairobi University, University of Nairobi. Some people would say that. They're the learned ones.
The learned friends.
Yeah. Sisi wa kuchora. Nairobi University. It's a university. So anyway, I was in UN.
How long?
For 4 years. Luckily, we never had one of those strikes and riots. So very lucky. We could have taken like 6 years, but yeah.
So tell our viewers which course you took.
I did a Bachelor of Arts, interior design. And then we used to do design as a degree, and then you choose your major. So some of my schoolmates did I did interior design, there was graphic design, there was fashion design.
Oh, so you start as design?
As design, and then you major
in specifics.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's still the same. I think things might have changed.
Oh, because first it was different. You start from the get-go, Maseno.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how it is now.
Yeah. Probably it's Nairobi is the same now. I've not been there for a while, but yeah. For us, it was very... So by the time you get to third year, you've already... You know what you like because you'll have tried your hand in first year and second year. You try, maybe if you're a graphic designer, fashion, you will have already figured out yourself. If you hadn't
figured
it
yourself.
out.
Also, us
Yeah.
guys didn't have that opportunity. It was you this is what you
Yeah.
took, and or you choose another course, like die your own death.
Yeah. For us, I think it really helped because some people actually left design school. Yeah, it was hectic.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. At ADD,
Yeah,
I heard was a lot.
Yes. So it gave people a chance to reevaluate themselves, and then now, of course, if you can't handle it,
You
bounce.
go.
Yeah.
Aye, but I've never had someone being unable to handle interior design or design. Come on.
Hey,
I hear guys of guys of med.
No, guys used to go actually, and funny enough, after campus, still people had their interior design degrees, and they never touched anything to do with design.
Okay, I have one friend. I have one very close friend. She moved into skincare kabisa. Like skincare and beauty products. She never practiced ever. Only the industrial attachment that was mandatory. That's the only work experience that she did in interior design. But she still kula vizuri tena sana. Na ako sawa.
You need to have the courage.
to do the jump.
To do the jump.
But now before that, now you've gone to your end, you're doing interior design. No, design, and then you specialized in interior design. So what made you choose design first in the first place, and then what made you choose interior design?
Oh, yeah. That now, I can mention where I came from before I went to campus. I was in a high school called Moi Forces Academy.
Hey, what
Yes,
MF?
yes, MFA. So
MFA guys.
in MFA, I had friends. I used to play basketball. So I finished high school in 2004. That's quite some time back. So anyway, in school, I did one of my units was woodwork, which I really performed well. I actually loved the fact that I did that woodwork when I was in high school, because it's actually the reason why I actually decided to do interior design, because the idea was for me to do architecture, but inakaa sikufikisha marks. Yeah, so when I got my results and I really wanted to do design, one of my friends, a very good friend, we're still very good friends, is now a graphic designer, told me about this thing called design.
So this friend is from MFA?
Yes.
Okay.
You are from MFA. We went to Nairobi University, did the same course.
So now he's here channeling you. Hey, there's
he told me we go do design, because now even him, I think he wanted to do architecture or something to do with design. So when you were that time, we used to change your university options. After you got your results, you can change, and then now you get selected based on now what your
grades
score. Yes.
Yeah.
So when you are doing that, I think we almost had the same grades. We actually also were in the same basketball team. So it was very easy for us to sit down, agree, tell our parents, by the way, kuna hii kitu. So we did that.
Wait, so at this point you're telling your parents, hey, kuna hii kitu inaitwa
design.
What's their reception?
It's BA. Okay, sawa. At design, and now I had to explain to my folks that it's something like architecture that I wanted to do. But at that time, remember, I had not decided whether it's interior design or it's graphic design or whatever.
But you know soft
land. But you see, the good thing is when I finished high school, I got an A in that woodwork. And I brought those things that I did in school. I made a nice catches table. It's really nice. I don't know where it went, but it was very nice. I was really proud
nice
of
in your
myself.
opinion, not nice in
I think I did a very good job. When I look at guys, when I go to my projects and I see how some fundis do things, I get pissed because I know how you're supposed to do it. So I'm like, boss, you need to sand this thing before you put that varnish. Yeah, so it was really nice. But that is how I ended up doing design.
And then finally interior design.
Interior design was a different story. But I liked the the woodwork, the drawing. It's like technical drawing.
Oh, you do technical drawing at design stage. Wachana, you specialize.
Yeah, so the woodwork was like you have to draw whatever it is you're making.
Wait, the woodwork of high school or the woodwork
Woodwork
at
of
design?
high school.
Oh,
So
okay.
when we went to design school, there was some units that we used to do for that now technical drawing. And there was also for sketching. So now that's where you decide if you are a designer for technical, or you're a designer for, or you're artist.
Freehand drawing.
Yeah, because guys did graphic design. All these things come from that expression.
Yeah.
Same expression which starts with a sketch and all that. So, yeah.
I hated TD.
Yeah.
TD and freehand drawing. Anyway,
I didn't mind it. I actually like to sketch. I'm not so good, but I can express myself. I think I am not the best at sketching, but I can sketch. If I have time, I can sketch what I want, and it will be very clear to you.
Yeah. So when you look at that experience, looking back, how do you think education has shaped your career?
Shaping my I think in terms of education and my career, it was nice. It was nice for me to actually to think I would want to be an architect, because it directed me to where I am now. Unajua number 2 si mbaya. Uko tu sawa. So the fact that I went to school and did interior design, actually some people actually still even think, because unajua huku kwa mjengo yetu our industry is very interesting. People call me engineer. I am an interior designer. Please, I'm not an architect. You will get me into problems.
Wengine mako wanasema architecture.
Architect. So the fact that my background also just made me just want to do the interior design, I think, because I love the technical drawing more than the other drawings and things we did in school. By the time I was getting to third year, I basically thought this was the best path. Of course, I didn't know any other interior designer at that time. That time we were very, very few. There were people, I think you said I can't mention. Anyway, there were some people I heard about later on, and their companies and the way what they were doing. But I never knew these things when I joined campus, which was, when I look at it now, it was so sad, because it's easy when you
have someone that you're looking up to, this person is doing this.
Yeah, we didn't have that. 2004 is a long time ago. Yeah.
But let me ask, now you finished the degree, your first internship or your first job.
Yeah.
What do you think what you learned in uni or in school helped in these transitions into internship and,
Yeah, what I learned in school and what I found out there. Yeah, those are very two different things. First of all, when I left school, I got my degree, started looking for work. Remember,
You've not done internship.
I didn't do any internship. When we were doing internship, I was in Nairobi University. Unfortunately, we used to intern in the dorms. I never used to go anywhere. We remember we never knew any design
firms.
Yeah, design firms at that time were not out there. So, by the way, for me, I didn't know. My friend, on the other hand, was a graphic designer. He was actually still doing another course in graphic design at that time. So, us guys used to hustle in school. We used to do graphic design for guys and some small upcoming businesses. We do business cards and stuff like that. Yeah, but I never did anything for interior design. The only time I started doing anything for interior design, it was still a hustle anyway in school. So what happened?
This is what year first?
This is now when you are getting to third year. After now you decide you're doing interior design. So we had these classes for now. When we start the interior design, we used to have lecturers who are architects. So now I can't mention names. Anyway, there was this lecturer who was just the one, yani. That architect made me, actually, I would say, is the guy who made me decide that this is what I'm going to do.
Oh, really?
Because he made the interior design very clear. And now my initial passion for being an architect, he made it now easy for me to say, I'll actually be an interior designer. I don't need to be an architect.
Oh, what unit was he? Do you remember?
I can't remember, but
was it more on a technical side or more the creative?
It was technical, and that I can't remember the name of the unit, but it was that course made us understand spaces. I can't remember the name of the course, the unit, but it was one of the best classes I've ever had. Yeah. I actually remember that class because I never interacted with space the same way I did after that class.
So meaning education had an impact?
It had an impact.
Yeah.
It made me now want to, what is this interior design? Now it made me curious, because by the time I was getting to third year, I never knew what this thing was.
Yes,
by the time I was leaving campus, I just knew it because now I've learnt it. I know interior designers now do ABCD, but you see, I still don't have the experience of this guy does. That time when I was Googling and getting inspirations for my things at that time, I used to Google architects, Zaha Hadid, like those are the guys now I was trying to relate with. I never knew famous interior designers at that time, even local or international. I just related to architects. Kina Norman Foster and whatnot. But now you see that those are architects. I never got that intimacy of interior design.
Interior designer, ndo huyo.
Sikupata hiyo. But after, yeah, now because you didn't interact with these guys in high school, now in campus and high school, all of them. So after school now, so you get to now start looking for these people, because now so you have this degree in interior design. So at that time,
remember, hiyo ni kitambo, you're looking how walking, because social media was not there.
Yes.
People, were they really doing websites per se?
There were websites, but
like were people really putting themselves out there, like, I have a business website?
The people are not out there. Actually, my first job was I finished campus. There was a guy who was a year ahead of me. He was working for somebody. Then he left. Then I had finished. So he told me, hey boss, I've left this place. This mama needs somebody.
So had you reached out, or did he reach out? Like, oh, there's this opportunity.
No, he reached out actually. On that time, we had Facebook was the bomb. That time it was Facebook everything. Yeah. So Facebook hapo, we had our thing. Akanitumia, akaniambia, you talk to her. I went there. Of course, he had gone. So of course, I just got the job. So there's no
interview?
Interview was just to do some ArchiCAD there. Yeah, but now you see, from campus, you had that small ArchiCAD knowledge. Yeah, so, and it was good for her, which I have stories for that. I don't know if we can.
Yeah.
So that job was nice because it showed me, it opened my eyes, sort of, because what I was thinking I was going to do and what was needed was very different. Yes.
So tell me now, you're in your first job. First of all, just give us context. How long did you work there?
I worked there for about 6 months. Yeah.
Okay. Higher. Tell me, tell me, you've now gotten into job, you're here working. How was your experience? What were the challenges? What were the shockers? What was surprising?
First of all, the first thing was you see, when you're in school, we had school computers. The school could afford to buy a good computer that could handle the softwares and stuff. So now I'm here. I've gone to work for somebody. And the equipment
It's not matching. So they didn't have at all, or they've told you come with yours?
No.
There's no.
There is a machine there, but now
it can't do the work.
Yeah.
Oof.
So you see now you're mtu sema from the frying pan ama mtu from the frying pan to the fire.
Yeah.
Sasa mi nimetoka kwa frying pan nimeingia kwa fire nimepewa computer nimepewa kazi na siwezi fanya.
Yeah. So at this point do you have your own laptop or no?
No, I don't.
You
have
don't
my
have
own laptop. I did I even? No, I don't think I had.
So now you're there struggling with
so
a machine that
but sasa the good thing is you see underperforming sometimes can tell your employer to upgrade tukapambana hapo na hali.
This upgrade is at like month what?
Like month 2 I think, because what we were supposed to do high pressure, that's how design is.
But how was the other person working? The person before
unfortunately I never got to ask them why did you leave?
What are you doing?
How are you working here? I never got to ask that, but anyway I tried. By the way tulipambana tulipambana sana.
So there you're now you're just one employee.
It was, first of all I was alone, and then I got a friend of mine to come to join because the job was too much. So si anatafuta people, then I just asked my friend, see what we don't have job, you come. So we were 2 of us.
That's at month
that was like month 2
at the time of the
month
transition
3.
Of the laptop of the computer. Sorry.
So I started work in about, was it December, November, October thereabout. So did the 3 months to
December.
Actually 2 months. Then my friend came in the 3rd month. We did December. Then January, February, March. Yeah.
Oh, and then you're like that.
Yeah.
So let me ask, not naming specifics, what was the reason why you left?
The reason was so what happened is in the 6 months, the first 3 months we were doing a design for a hotel somewhere in Uganda. So the first 3 months, that's what we were doing. So yeah, this now all that pressure now, of course we had to upgrade the machine, get my friend to come join to help with the work. So we did all the design, then we went to do the implementation in Uganda. So we went to UG, to the hotel, and we were there for 3 months. So in the first 3 months when we were here, things were fine. I was used to go home, used to kikwama, you tell your mom, mazee sort up a fare nini, nimekwa. So we go to Uganda.
Pin that, I'll ask you something off camera about Uganda. You remind me to ask you, but anyway.
I will. Yeah. So you go to UG. It was nice for the first few months. Of course.
Few months? They were just 3?
The first month, yeah. Okay. The first month, it was nice. Then, of course, the second month, now it was not as nice because we left that job.
In Uganda?
We just came back to Kenya because how am I in Uganda? I don't get paid.
Oh.
It was.
You've just been left to survive.
The client is paying for what you are doing. We are in this foreign country. We are still very young people. Remember, we have just finished campus. Yeah. My first job. I don't even know my rights and stuff. I'm clueless.
Yeah.
Tuko huko. So first month, get paid like not all that we're supposed to be paid. We are in a foreign country. As much as we are being housed by the client, it was not the best. After 2 months, we are still waiting for Saloyas.
The other
first month. 3rd month, tukasema we need to get paid. We got paid a portion of it. We
you
just
came
said,
back. Thank you, but kwa heri.
Hata I didn't know how to say those things. Mi si tulichukua tu gari tukarudi.
Hakuna resignation letter for what?
We didn't have the etiquette, which is good. Now I have etiquette. I am, by the way, I'm a very good guy. If For all my former employers, they know I leave you in peace. I don't do mother by the. At that time
You agreed.
I was
Boy
green.
child was small. He was young,
I
like a young boy.
I thought that's how you're supposed to do this. Be gangster. Oh man. But it was a hard lesson. It was a good lesson.
What lesson did you take away?
Hey.
From that.
That is the first instance I came across something about I need to know my worth. That was the first time. Yeah. I have other times
But that was the first instance.
That was the first instance I realized what my worth should be. That's how you start building your worth as a not really as a designer, as a person. First of all, you start now creating your own internal culture. Because me, I don't like being taken for granted, and I don't want to do the same to other people. So I don't understand why people do that
to
would
others,
do that to
you.
me. So, and I think basically that really changed how I approach things, and that's how I gel with guys easily, and can be able to teach people, and I can ilinifanya tu I become this raw safi guy. And
because you can't imagine how other, when you're in that scenario, vile umebebwa na vile unasikia na vile imeku disorient.
Kwanza you see umetoka na huku Kenya hadi huko. Kwanza first of all you can imagine for 2 months. The first 2 months you can't even run away. You can't come back to your country. You don't have money. The first month unalipwa, unatuma pesa home. So you see like I'll get paid. I'll be paid again. Hey my friend, uko hapo unajiambia sasa hapa hata kutoroka tuwezi. Yeah, but it was
tough.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I can't forget. I'll never forget. Yeah.
So now you've left this place. What do you do next? You're back in Kenya, gangster.
Gangster. Still living at home. Gangster man. Nikaka home. Then I got another call again.
For how long did you stay home?
I think for like 3 months. Got some... There's another guy again. By the way, let's just go back a few. So, when I got this job, this job I was doing... Yes, the one that I went to. So, later on, I'm like, kumbe hata this person is not an interior designer. Ni wale interior designer, that time ni wale watu wa me I have style, I have taste.
Decorator.
I have style, I have taste, I have money. Go to the UK, get a certificate or I don't know what it was. Then you come here, you're an interior designer because there are not so many. You understand? So for me, that time when I meet this person, I don't even know what interior designer should be. If you tell me to be an interior decorator, I would not tell the difference. Yeah. So that was that. Now, you see, after that, that's like six months. Then you're like, kumbe hata, this is not the place. This is not what I wanted.
Oh, just to pin on that, I remember in one of the previous episodes, you need to go back and watch. I was telling people, as much as you're being interviewed, you also need to interview the person. You also need to interview the place that you're going into. Is it going to add value to yourself? Is it in the design direction you're going? Unless you don't know what you want to do, then you try. But now there's no way you're looking to work maybe with a fit out interior designer, and then you go work for a decorator now.
You need to choose.
You need to choose.
You actually need to be very intentional about it, because it can really those things are very different.
Kabisa.
Very, very different.
Most people, the problem is they think that, oh wow, at least niko na job ama nimeitwa tu. Okay, depends. Sometimes you really need to pay the bills, whatever, but there's a time you need to also be a bit strategic.
It's a very... that period is very...
instrumental.
Instrumental in deciding how you want to go. Because there are people I know, friends of mine, who... that period where you're still struggling to know what interior design is. Some people went to work for furniture companies. Some people went to work for curtain guys who used to do fabrics and upholstery. So you see, you if you don't know exactly what it is you want, I'm sure they were okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that period, it makes you need to know exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, it's not
And,
just
and
like,
is it what you want or not?
or is it even something you're curious about?
Yeah, because unaweza jipata you there, you're doing upholstery, you're doing drapery, but that's not what you wanted.
Yeah.
You want to do other things. That's now you see you'll be very limited. Yeah.
Because even like for me, just from experience, I think I do. So right now I focus on residential interior design, but when I look back, all the places I've worked for did residential interiors. Really, I've never worked at a place that does commercial interiors, honestly, other than let's say a development that maybe has some commercial aspects. You get, imekuja na building, but it's not really that it was intentionally supposed to be like that. You get, so I guess I can do like the amenities or whatever, blah blah blah. But now tell me at full on to focus on offices and whatever, I'll just tell you I'm not the guy. Like, go to Dan, go to Jimmy, go to whoever. I'm not your person, you know. But all these other things that come with residentials, I can do it for you. But also for me, at that time, I didn't know which part. And then fortunately, I landed on it, and I don't regret that side, because I feel like, hey, commercially boring, in my opinion. Although it's quick, it's nice in that you can quick turn around.
Yeah, it actually depends with the. You see, for what I think about design and basically interior design as a whole, it's basically for you as a designer. It's usually about what you can make out of the situation. The interior design of a residential can be as fun as what I would think is fun in my commercial. Same way, if you come to a commercial, unless you maybe like you really don't want to, you can actually make it fun for you. Because you see, remember, you're just an interior designer. There is no like switch for
commercial residential.
Or
if you're using principles, it's the same principles.
You are an interior designer, and your role should be basically to sort out spaces. So it doesn't matter whether it's a retail space, it's a hospital. Like now, if I give you a hospital, you should be able to basically adapt into it. Because me, I actually...
You do all.
For me, as a designer, I like to be challenged. That is why when we started, before we started rolling, I was telling you the way I need that. If I don't get the challenge, it becomes boring for me.
Me just now hospital. Yani, as in,
me, I don't mind. I actually prefer doing things I've never done.
Yo, please, that msinipe.
I would rather do a new thing I've never thought about, research on it. That is better for me than doing what I do every other day. It becomes not too interesting, and I don't want to get bored. So I'd rather do, and anyway, when I do projects, I try and do things that I've never done before. Different ways. I research, I look at things that people are doing out there. I try to do them if I can, if there is budget or the client is flexible to this new thinking. But the best way of making sure you don't get, because you can be bored, is to make sure that you do things that you've never done.
I mean, now how, let me tell you, how I nini my boredom, what's the word? How I
cut it.
How I cut my boredom is now doing things like this. Like, doing residential, then I'm doing my podcast, then I'm doing like all those other things. Because me, actually, my strength, more or less, I would look at it, I'm more strong in the back end of design, like running teams, ops, how things are working, you know, rather than the front end. So I'm stronger huku nyuma kwa background. The detailing, the figuring out what needs data, and then figure it out now. You know.
You actually, design, you need to know exactly what it is you can do. And basically, it's even actually not about design, it's about people. The best way of somebody to achieve more is if you know exactly what it is you're doing, other than trying every other thing. Unajua you can be doing all sorts of things, hakuna kitu unafanya vizuri.
Exactly.
So what's the point? And you can actually focus, and that's why you think things like CBC, I don't know, sometimes I think it's good and bad at the same time. But you when you start thinking about what you're good at as early as possible, you can be very good at it. Yeah, and that's why people like famous architects like Thomas Heatherwick, they have this they got their spark so early and they went with it. So it just becomes very big. Kina Jack Ingalls, those big architects, that's how their farms grow. And when you look at their backgrounds, it's very, very inspiring. I watch a lot of those documentaries about architects and the way they think, especially the ones who are out of the box, not the standard architects. Ones. The way they think and the way their spark is so nice. You just like you just wonder. You know me. They make me feel like I need to go and work for them.
Wow.
Because they think so differently. And that is very encouraging for me, because the way they think, I think if I work for them, I will never be bored. I will always be enjoying what I'm doing, which is now exactly why I am doing my own thing, because I want to create my own excitement.
Exactly. Because like for me, Yani, I'm more interested in the back end, like from start to end. What do you need? What do you need to get this done? Who do you need? Like nikupange, all the detailing part of it. Where are we going to get this? How are we going to get it? What do evil? After that, like really, if the way you are saying, sometimes in design you really can't choose other things. But hey, it is nafanya do mean interior designer
but it's not your portion.
Like the concepts what hizo nafanya juu I'm a professional as an interior designer, but it's not my. If I was to choose, Yani, and
you need to choose by the.
And that one I landed actually by mistake. Now at my previous place of work, so I moved up the ranks, interior designer, junior, nini lead interior designer. Then at some point I just challenged them and I was like, you know what? By the way, tukirudi Kenya, because we had traveled. I think I'd mentioned these stories somewhere. Tukirudi Kenya, me and now the MD. So we are flying back to Kenya. You're just chilling. Then I'm like, oh, you know, you guys don't have an ops person. Yeah. So when we land in Kenya, I'm your ops manager. Effective tukifika. And he's like, okay, now. I'm not asking, I'm not whatever. Then I figured, I just went around the office and I'm like, okay, now this is what we are doing. Like, ta. In fact, now my immediate boss was not so happy because now, you see, I've bypassed. Now I've dealt with the MD and he's like, you've seen there's a gap. It's good. You've seen there's a gap. Run with it. Let's see what you can do. Ran with it for like a year before now they actually formally changed, like pay and everything. And at that time is when I realized, I like the back end. Like I like to run the teams
that's what you like.
Yeah, I like, okay, this and this, for this to run, we need A, B, C, D, and in this way, and da. And then you need A, what, and we need to travel on this date, we need to get blah, 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 blah. That's what I like. Izo zingine sasa, I'm just like, and I remember we used to work with someone who was completely different. And I think maybe that dynamic worked so well because he was really not interested in business. Like for me, like I want to know where's the money coming from, like, I think hata stronghold yangu ni hiyo place ya kufuatilia like pesa na nini and how to bill it and how to follow you get kind of thing. Yeye alikuwa anachukia hizo vitu. He really hated it. Yeye alikuwa ule, you would drive somewhere and you just tell the driver stop, and then like, okay, what's going on? He sees that I've seen that nice branch over there, I want to use it on sijui what space. VGT, you just collect things from the street and whatever, and you look at these hideous things in the boot and you're like, mtu anafanya nini? Dan ukiona kwa space, my guy, why lie? Uyo, hata tuseme nini about yeye. Down to the T, he was good at that. Like decor and just seeing unusual things. He would just go and pick like, I remember there was a trunk of a tree he took from a random place to Kitoka site. Weird big trunk. Chafu mbaya kabisa. He took, ikaenda kapintiwa black. Sijui ikapolishiwa side moja, side ingine naka rustic, akaeka kwa nyumba yake contemporary. Wewe. Your place inakaka, na ukiangalia he spent nothing on it other than spray painting
and collecting
and collecting
carrying it around.
and carrying it around. So when I look at it, I'm like, actually, there's so much you can do, even
Yeah.
in this space. It's so encouraging to know that,
Yeah.
okay, you know what? You can be complete creative. You don't need to know this other detailing. It's nice to know the detailing and to know how to draw and whatever. But really, the way the world is now, you can get support. You get?
Those for that particular person, those are the sparks I was talking about. You see, you have to have a spark, and your spark needs to be like the way you just decided, and like una songa nayo, because unfortunately I don't know what's happening, but maybe it's me who I'm meeting the wrong people. The designers I'm coming across, they basically, I'm not getting guys who have a spark, and it's very, I don't know how to say it. I don't understand, because you see, maybe it's school, maybe it's who they are meeting before they try their hand out, or what is coming out of the market. I don't know. There's
or maybe it's also like an expectation that this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I've never met an interior designer who went into operations for interior design. What I've known is most people doing like the back end or the business side of design are typically business people. Like if it's finance, you did finance. If it's ops, you someone who did, admin or something like that.
The funny thing about this ops. So I was talking about my first job, then I left Sinikaka home 3 months. My next job, you know what happened? I got a job with a guy who used to do sales for, I think it was PG Python, but I never even got to know where. The guy is doing interior design jobs. He's not an interior designer. Man, me have really had it.
So from the other one,
from there to here,
proclaimed.
I think those were the first 2 years of my interior design job. I was thinking, what did I get myself into?
Oh, because people anabatisha
vizuri sana. Kwanza hata I learned something which I was like, hey, this is how people are operating. This is what interior design. But now it was very bad. It was not something I remember. I've told myself this is what I want to do now. I'm meeting the wrong people. You get? You're meeting these people who they don't have experience, or they just use the interior design name to get business and get money out of people. So I really felt bad, especially for that guy and his clients. It was not nice.
Why? Because whatever was being done,
because it was not what I was, when this is what you want to do, then this guy is doing it in a way that you actually start doubting, why am I doing interior design? Why am I spending my time doing? And I just change and go and sell furniture or do something. Like,
why am I trying so hard?
Why am I trying to do this thing? This is how guys are handling things. So it was a very bad experience, especially that one. It was very bad.
So Uganda was even a breeze.
Yeah, Uganda was nice. So that one was bad. It was not nice. And I for some reason, when I see interior designers trying to create these associations and stuff like that, those are the guys that should be just hizo ndio zinafaa kuwa like control such guys, because they're spoiling a name that can be really beautiful. That time people didn't even understand interior design, and they did not appreciate the value. And then the guy is just using this thing that I'm supposed to be hustling with so badly. That time we didn't have anything like any rules for interior designers. At least now people are trying to form associations and things. That time ilikuwa zero.
So how long after now this is job number 2? How long after do you get to the job where we meet? How many jobs
after that one?
After this one?
Yes.
So this one you've worked for how long now?
That one was like 3 months, I think.
So you've done 6 months, 3 months break, then 3 months,
the thing that I learned about all that, as much as it was bad and all that, it was good that I made a decision to move. Because
you didn't hang on too
I didn't
long.
hang on to something that was not working for me.
Because even now it wouldn't have made sense.
And I've worked for companies for 5 years, 3 years, because we are in the same alignment.
So that time you were being chosen. You are not chosen.
I was not aligned to what was happening. Which where we met, I actually stayed for 3 years or something. Yeah, which, because we were on the same trajectory, it was not the best, but it was like we were together going to the same direction. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, do you know, I actually stayed there for 3. So 6 months as intern, and then 2.5 real job.
Yeah, because for me, that's where I met most of the people I know in the industry, most of the contractors, most of the consultants. I met them, but on ile juju. Then later on in my other jobs, I actually met them now, like again. And then now, of course, now you tend to create your own rapport, get your own respect.
But now, still on this, now you've moved into this other job where we met. You've worked for 2 people who are not interior designers. What was surprising? What was challenging? What was interesting in this new place? How was your experience?
The experience was nice. The best thing about it was I was sort of running the show. I was taught this is what you need to do. Then my good boss went for maternity. I'm supposed to, can I say that? Yeah, kaenda. So nikabaki.
I also met her when she went to maternity. Different time though.
Kiona hii podcast yako atatumaliza. Lakini
hatujamtaja.
It was nice because I got to meet some of the people who had taught her. So it was really nice.
You could connect dots. You could see full circle.
Actually, that is when now I was like, I wish I knew these people when I was in campus. Because now you see, after like, that was like, after how long? Like, that was maybe 2 years.
Fast.
2 years. After 2 years, Sasando, I'm meeting. Actually, 2 years. Because I started working for her in 2012. 2012 to 2015. Yeah. So I met her and I met other very influential people in the industry. Then
how was the experience now umerushwa hapo?
It was very nice.
What was nice about it?
We were not busy and I was managing all these things. It was, you know, the way you jump from the frying pan into the fire. But now I am in this fire which I've never been, and I am enjoying it. So
it's not too much.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
But you said it wasn't too busy.
It was not too busy. But imagine, I'm coming from 2 people who didn't teach me nothing. And my boss now just came for like 3 months, 6 months or something. Then she gone.
Left. Like,
so niko hapo. I can only reach her on phone. We can't really meet. And then I'm still handling projects for her with people who are very senior. And I don't know how to deal with guys. I've never dealt with these people. I've dealt with people, but I've never been in such a situation that I need to actually, you know, you're forced to step up. Which was a very good thing. I really appreciate that bit, because it was like you're learning. You choose your portion if you want to. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. You know, I could have easily said, "Hey man, I can't do this." You know,
because I remember, even for me, I think the first time I worked for her, I think as an intern. Again, she was going on maternity. Actually, she had already gone. No, we did the interview, and then she went maybe 2 months later, and then they were handing over a hotel out of town.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then she tells me, by the way,
you need to go.
You need to go and do the handover. I'm like, what is a handover? What is a handover?
You never enjoyed to do those. That was a retail project, I think.
Don't you see?
It was the coffee shop, I think.
Yeah, but now I didn't do the project. As in, I've come when the project is
Meisha.
over and it needs to be handed over. And then I'm asking who is chairing the meeting. She tells me. She tells me, you're the one who's chairing the meeting. I'm like, shit.
That was
What? So I'm there, I'm asking people, because now the ones who are there were too busy. They're like, it's just a handover. You can figure it out. And I'm like, I don't even know what a handover is. Like, then she tells me, oh, by the way, so-and-so is going to pick you up.
That time you had become busy, I think.
Yes. So it's like, so-and-so is going to pick you up
Where?
and take you Mali Flani. You will go and whatever. And I remember whoever took me. So he picked me up. This particular person picked me up. We went. So I'm there. I'm like, okay, what do I need? I'd been given a sheet. Like, this is what a handover is. This is what you tick. And you say no. And I'm like, how am I telling someone? No, I don't even know what I'm checking. Because I'm supposed to tell you, okay, this one you need to snag it. This one you're supposed to do.
What are you supposed to do? You don't know what snagging is.
I don't know what snagging is. And then I've been told, you figure it out. Don't worry.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. So I remember going there, these contractors, there's the client, and I'm there like, shit. So what saved me in that situation, this person who picked me up helped me chair the meeting. He was like, okay, you know what? This is how it's done. And he's like, okay, when you look, that one looks like an issue. Raise it. I'm like, okay, now with confidence, that one has an issue. So he just chaired the... He
chaired.
He side chaired because I would go. I would hold the paper and just be like, okay, what am I looking at? And then he'd be like, no, that is that. Then he's like, actually, and look at the corner there. There's an issue. Then I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, when we reached quickly, he took me through like, look, this is this. As people, the people gather and waiting for Studio to come. Now, by the time you're starting the meeting, confidence. I'm like, no, by the way, contractor, that one needs to be sorted. There is an issue there. Here, there is what? 5 minutes of... So for me, that was, I think, one of my earliest experiences working there. I was just like, that one was real work and real shocks. And what?
Yeah, you get experience like that. That is how you get experience. You get experience over time. You had to get there. You had to see that for you to know. But now I'm sure you can walk in our space. Imagine. And you know what to do.
And actually, I usually say this, always, that was the place I worked that defined, I think, my career. Yeah. Because one, it was real work. Two, other than that one, now that one is day one. I'm being told, oh, by day tomorrow you'll be picked up. I've gone, handover, I don't know what it is. Kidogo, she tells me, oh, by day there's this hotel. You'll do it with this colleague of yours, but I'll be going with you to the meeting. She went with me, I think, 2 meetings only. The hotel, huge hotel. The client was engineer. And she tells me, oh, by the way, now, figure it out. So I used to go to those meetings myself. They used to yell the life out of me. I used to live there sick every Tuesday. I remember it was on Tuesdays. I used to have a fever every day. At least we named it X, that place name, fever. So this used to be, hey, Abby, you have mini fever. Because I used to get physically sick. However, now you get to grind. You get to ask. You get to know that if I go next time when I don't know, they'll yell at me like this again, and you can't quit.
That's how you get to learn. That's if you don't get through that. I mean, design, actually, the best designers and some of the guys I look up to in our market and my former colleagues, the ones I really respect are the ones who have worked for very long. Because the way they look at things is very different. And actually, when I'm stuck, I actually ask them, hey, by the way, this one, how do you deal with this? This is crazy. I've never done this.
How do you do? And it's something that I'd mentioned before. Yani continuous learning. You can't say you have 20 years and you're not learning.
No.
There's always things that are
There's
changing.
always
there are people
somebody
who knows something
better
else.
than you.
Exactly.
And the experiences are very different. Whatever you experience as difficult, maybe for me, I can't look at it that way because I have another one. Yeah. Which maybe you would look at it, hey, boss, what is this?
That you're saying is difficult.
Yeah.
And also, I would say still from that place, I got my love for detailing because Hashu was a detailer.
Yeah. Same thing for me.
She would mark your drawings like school and tell you, Abigael, what is this?
The good thing for me is now that we can't actually mention places. I was very unfortunate to meet her mentor.
Oh.
So like I worked for her. I saw how she works. Then I met the guy who made her work that way.
Yeah.
So it was very good for me.
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing, actually.
Yeah.
And I met other people who were mentored by the same person. And that person is an OG in the industry.
Yeah.
I appreciate the person.
Yeah, because for sure.
Because most of the people I look up to
pass through those hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is very, when you look at it, it's very serious.
Yeah.
The people don't mention it as much, but man, the guy is
phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't discredit.
I can't discredit.
You can't discredit.
No.
Because every place you go, either there'll be challenges or whatever, but there are things you can't say, whether you say what or what.
Yeah. It was, and most guys I know have passed there and are very different, and they've learned some few things that I also picked
from there.
Yeah, which I find to be super awesome.
So now tell me, but you still haven't mentioned to me what was surprising.
Surprising with the changes. Now, this job now that I'm finally settling in and it's what I wanted. Now I get to do what I did. Remember this woodwork of mine, the technical stuff. Now I'm doing these things now. I'm like, hey, I need to think about how am I supposed to join this? How am I supposed to do the door? How is a door done? So for 2 years, I don't know those things. Now I'm coming to interact. I need to do something like a door schedule.
Yeah.
I need to learn about handles.
I
need to learn about door closer. What is a door closer? I need to door stop. Hey, this guy from campus. I don't know door closer. I don't know these things. Sasa nakutana nazo after 2 years, after working for people, but I never learned them.
You never learned them.
So now I'm here, fortunately, learning these things with somebody who is willing to teach me.
Yeah. That was something phenomenal about her. That one, you know yourself, we really appreciate you. Teaching Nayo, you taught us.
So you get to do these things, and if you, like I say, it's about what you want. Unaweza kuja hapo na uende na utasaidika ama utakuja hapo. Then when you leave there, you've become something else. Yeah. And by the way, just for the record, those details is what all these people that I'm talking about that I have worked with either there or other places, that detail is why they stand out. They stand out and why they look at me, the way they look at me. And my relationships with people in the industry is because of that. That is why they know me. People know me when I come to my project and they know me. They know this is how things will be here. Because Isha creates like...
This is the standard
expectation. This is my expectation. Yeah.
What would you say then from all your experiences? Because right now, this particular episode is to encourage, to teach, to mentor other aspiring designers, right? What soft skill would you say throughout your journey, especially intern and the first 3 jobs, right? What soft skill is most important in your opinion?
Patience.
Tell us.
Patience. You need to be patient. And you need to be... patience also comes with you need to be willing to learn. So because you need to be curious, you need to be willing to learn. Unfortunately, I'm getting guys, me now doing it as a business, the way people are coming to me, I look at it and they come to work for you and they want to show you that they know more than you know. And of course,
there's something you
you're
can
creative,
learn, yes, but
you're creative, but
relax.
Hold on, you can learn a few things. Your juices are nice, but chill.
Because there's also the technical, kuna ile creativity, and then there's executing. Different thing.
There is the patience to be able to understand what you need to know. You can be creative, which is most designers are very creative, But if you don't have patience, that creativity of yours can be wasted, because you need to be patient enough to understand that your creative juice has to be thought about. And if you want to implement it, there is a way that you can do it. But ukikuja na kierere, my friend, it will not work.
Take away for this episode, usikuje na kierere.
Even you guys, you remember, what did I used to tell you? You know, James used to tell me. I used to tell James. I don't know if you ever got to that with you. I used to tell them, he haiwezi. And that statement, if I wish James was here with me for this interview, it would be a bombshell. Because he understands when we say this will not work, is you think about it first. Don't come and... You see, as a designer, when you come up with a solution for a client, it needs to work. And you need to have thought about it. It's not only the creative juice that you have. It has to be something practical. So you have to be... That's why I was saying you need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to understand your client. You need to understand what you need to do to get what it is you want to achieve. It's all about the patience. You see, you can be creative, but you don't know how to do things.
So that's your takeaway for soft skills. Let me ask, what's an unexpected area of growth throughout your journey that you feel like, this industry has pushed you into? An unexpected area of growth.
Unexpected. For me, I think the industry is evolving very fast. And there are so many people who are very creative out here. There are niches out here which are still not fully developed. And it's developing slowly because we have our bigger brothers, the architects, who have already gotten to a point where they use project managers. But for us, we have different skills. So for me, over the years, I've picked different paths. I enjoy most of them, but there are some that I really enjoy, which I was telling you about earlier. The design it's a lot of work. There is the organizing bit and the thinking about how things should be done, which is now the PM project management bit of the design. So which is more of managing the teams, managing the client, the relationship with the client, managing the expectations of the clients, managing the expectation of your team, managing the reality of where we are. We're in a country where you have to think about things. You can't be you can't go all out with there's some limitations of how much going out you can. So that bit of managing that thought, because for me, when I look at it, I've done my many years of design and I've seen things which are working and that don't work, and there are people who don't know. And I easily can tell where I used to work. Guys used to come to me to ask about things which they thought would work. Things about approvals, things about how to tell a client about something maybe you forgot, or because you don't understand. You see, for me, I've experienced different scales of projects, small ones, big ones, whichever size. So I understand the impact of a mistake to a project, and I understand the impact of clear communication in a project. And my value add for that knowledge is making sure the people who want to go crazy with their ideas kept in check. Basically, that is now.
It's like, okay, go crazy. Then now
go
let me
crazy
tell
and
you.
then let me
level you up.
Actually, we can do this. You can do this. Yeah, we can do this. But this client, over the years you get to understand and appreciate that you can actually, I'm sure you can also, you can look at your client. It's not profiling. I wouldn't say it's that. It's understanding them. So it's not profiling per se. You talk to them, you listen to what they're saying, you listen to what they want, you listen to what they would imagine they want. Then you just like unasema, by the way, hapa ndo tuko. You know, and that skill, I think, needs time. It's not something that I'd say you come out of campus na unajua ati unaweza soma client, unaweza soma, you know, you can read fireworks. I can read fireworks in an email. I can read fireworks from the first time I say hello to a client.
You just know.
I can in some projects I've worked on, when we started the work, we were fighting with the client. When I leave the project, the client is calling me by mistake because they were so used to calling me to sort them. Because now we've become more than where we started, you know. And that takes time. And that's why I'm saying our industry, you need to be patient. You need to know what you want to do.
So what would you then say? What would you say aspiring designers need to use as opportunities to connect with peers or to connect with professionals in the industry? How to do it?
Oh, yeah. There are some events that I've gone for, which have been good. Because I've gone for some events for, what was that one? I went for one for interior designers. It was at Sarit. I've gone for home expos and stuff. I would really want to go for some of the events that happen at Nairobi Uni and these other universities, just for sanitation and just telling them about the industry. There are some that are organized. Architects do some. I have joined the Architectural Association Interior Design chapter. They try to educate and, you know. So for upcoming interior designers, I think for now we have content in the socials and everywhere, and like our time. So they have somewhere they can to start.
You can always start with a DM, with a liking,
with a like,
commenting.
And then I mean, guys are busy, so they need to
warm up to you slowly.
Wasi expect like you'll just jump over the fence because you said I want to work with you. You know, it's not like that.
So it's a lot easier. What you're saying is it's a lot easier
for them
right now because you can slowly start following, liking.
You can me if you DM me, I would probably not be so
helpful.
Me see by them
Socials.
I'm not very welcoming, but not in a bad way. It takes time for me to warm up, but I prefer people who try. You know, me, even the guys who I've been working with, if you don't come to me to ask me, I will come to your desk and ask you what you are doing, and then I will go. See, you are okay. Yeah. But if you come to me and you ask me and you come back again, I will know, hey, by the way, this guy needs my help. But now, guys, mtu anakudm ana panic.
Ka
confidence. But I understand. Patience.
Haya. One last thing. What would be your tip on making the most of your first internship or your first job? One tip.
Learn as much as you can. Usichague kitu utalearn because it can help you decide what you really want to do.
What does learn as much as you can mean in context?
Be open to things, because umetoka shule, you probably don't know. Ukikuja hapo uambiwe, for example, if you go to a company that uses Revit and you don't know, it is your opportunity
to learn. You don't have to
learn. You don't have to be so rigid because you remember at the end of the day, you're the one who needs this, guys. Them, they are okay. You can go. You can
intern. Go and they'll replace.
You're an intern. What I get intern mwingine hapo akuje decide and I want to learn Revit or whatever it is. So you need to be willing to change. The dynamics are changing. I'm also trying to learn these things because things are shifting. Things are changing so fast. So I can't stick around and say I'm only going to be doing projects like this. I have to be flexible, and it has to make sense. As much as I need to be flexible, it needs to make sense to me. So for them, because they want to learn, they want to get better jobs, they need to be willing to see the direction they need to go through what they are getting. Because if you learn Revit and it will give you a better chance of getting a job than your peer, learn the thing.
The Revit.
If you need to learn AutoCAD because it will give you a nini, just do it.
Oh, I have a good one. Wait, still on that about peers and getting a job. What would you tell people? Your opinion, it doesn't have to be Bible truth. His opinion, yeah?
My opinion.
His opinion.
Yes.
What's your opinion on, do you go from school into employment, or do you start freelancing or starting your company straight away? What's your opinion?
I think you need to learn from someone, somewhere. It would be a good thing for you to get out of school and jump into your own company, but it's very let me just put it the way I think it is. It's very dangerous. First for you and for your people. Remember, I was telling you about guys that can really, it's very easy for people to spoil this interior design name. Yeah, because there are people who think I'm a fundi, and it is really annoying. Unajua mtu ati we ni interior designer? Unajenganga gypsum? I'm like, what do you mean? You know? Yeah, so
utakuja nipakie rangi, utanichagulia curtains.
I'm like, what are you saying? What are you talking about? Like, if I tell you what I've been doing over my many years, hizo vitu naniambia
hazingiani hata panda kuscrew gypsum channels shwali.
By the way, watu wana need by the way, I can tell guys, we are interior designers, we are professionals, we are not fundis, we are not decorators. I think,
tell us the difference. Tell guys, what's the difference? Interior designer and a decorator or fundi?
I would sort your space. A decorator would throw things into your space. That's very bad explanation, but nimeongea mbaya.
Umechafua na hiyo ndo tuteka kama caption. There you have it.
Wacha ni rewind. Us guys, I think an interior designer is more in tune with spaces, would understand. We can do even the decoration. We understand the impact of the space with the decorations, with the space, with the dimensions. You know, that's a very different look. You know, ukianza kuniita decorator hapa unataka nieke curtain na unataka nieke curtain na mazee nyumba yako ni 8x6, unataka kuweka L-shaped sofa na siwezi kuambia. You know, that's what I think we do. We understand and appreciate. Like, over the years, I've learned so many things in interior design, which I don't think interior decorator would. Nimefanya projects you need to understand what LEED is. You need to understand what you need to have to get the LEED certificate. What is LEED? What sustainable products are? What impact they have on spaces, on people, on health. That's way more than, if you call me a decorator, I will be very pissed. You understand? Not in a bad way, that the decorators are good to our industry.
To finish,
but
they're complementary, but there's a difference.
There's a difference. Yeah.
So there you have it from Daniel. There's a difference between interior designer, fundi, decorator. Difference, yeah?
Big.
So I'd like to really thank you for coming on the episode.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your advice. And you had mentioned something about teaching. So we've started a mentorship program.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have 3, which I'm also going to just tell the viewers. So we have a 1-on-1, we have a 6 weeks program, and we have a 3-month program. So if I reach out to you to come and teach in my programs, don't be shocked when I knock on your door.
Yeah, for
Daniel.
me, you have to be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
If you're
So
not,
just for our viewers, you can check out our Instagram page and see our brochure on our mentorship programs. You can fill in the form if you want to join. They already officially kicked off on the 5th of May. Also, if you loved this conversation and want to support this kind of conversations moving forward for other aspiring interior designers to see, feel free to contribute to our pay bill. Yeah, so that we can be able to shoot more and more and continue to contribute to the industry. All in all, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining. Daniel, asante.
okay.
Until next time, see you.